it sounds like, if I'm interpreting this correctly, you don't have to replace the hardware of the equipment. The chillers are going to stay intact, and there's not going to be a disruption to that hardware.
One of the major advantages of our technology is that totally non-intrusive. Does not require substantial additions of equipment, does not require stopping the operation to install our technology, which comes in a package called a PLC controller. That controller is installed on site and hooks into the existing system and simply reads data from the existing system either directly or through a building management or building automation system that might already be in place.
So is it the size of a shoebox or a carry-on piece of luggage? How big is that system that you
It's a
put
little
on?
bit bigger than a suitcase. That's the size of the panel. And then we add to that a simple computer screen. And those two items are installed on site and hooked through what is referred to as an Ethernet cable into the existing building management systems or building automation systems that have the data already in there.
Now you mentioned building automation systems. I've heard of them referred to as, BAS or sometimes BMS for building management systems.
Correct.
Are those interchangeable terms, or is there a difference between
There are
BAS?
slight differences. A building automation system does more than a building management system, but their basic purpose is to monitor and manage the user's requirements for energy. So building management systems generally have sensors and controls for what would be thermostats or lighting controls and sensors, and they also do fire safety and other matters. They would also have some set points for the chiller system, but these set points are set once, so they are static, and they are not changed as the external requirements and user requirements change unless the operator intervenes and makes those changes.
Understood. And I know that in some of the conversations I've had leading up to this discussion, people were concerned that they'd already paid for some of this, that they had a building automation system, or they were working with maybe a company that has talked about creating the efficiencies, and they were concerned that this might disrupt something with their existing intelligence that's on the platform.
Well, our understanding of building management system is that it reduces energy consumption by controlling the user's requirements. So they can reduce the cooling needs or increase the heating needs, whatever, based on changing settings on the thermostats and so on. Once they do that, what our technology does is simply decides how to best provide that cooling requirement with the least energy and the least cost. So we assume that the user requirements are given or are changed by the building management system, but we then provide whatever the user needs using the existing chiller system with the best possible configuration, best possible parameters that will optimize the operation.
So if I'm hearing it correctly, they can keep their BAS or their BMS intact, and you are enhancing what it is already doing.
In fact, it helps us to have a BMS in there because the BMS already has a number of the data points that we need for the optimization. So we simply hook into it and read their set points and other data that we need, but we automatically and continuously change those as needed based on outside temperature and the changing user requirements.